Alright, back at it again. This is for Lieutenant Kenneth Phelan, also known as Kenny. He was on Brooklyn's Engine 217, the Smokebusters. Prior to that, he was 11 years at Engine 16, Brave Warriors. Ladder 7, we can do that there in Manhattan. This 110 floors is to complete his footsteps, taking him all the way to the very top. This is a 343 commitment and still counting, coming to you live from Sunland Park, New Mexico in the gym. This climb is dedicated to his wife Patty and children Kimberly, Aaron, Kenny, and Danny. Right now we're taking him to the 110. 7 total verticals, and this climb will be completed. Get ready to kick off that first vertical for our brother, Kenneth Phelan, a lieutenant with Engine 217, 41 years. His response to 9/11, the worst terrorist attack on U.S. soil, where the greatest rescue effort in U.S. history, where upwards of 25,000 were saved. This climb is dedicated to the FDNY off and on the line. They're at Ladder 7, Engine 16, and Brooklyn's Bedstoy, Engine 217, the Smokebuster. Prior to actually joining the FDNY in 1981, our brother was NYPD along with his brother Lenny. After that, he actually joined the FDNY in 1989 when his father was actually at Engine 217, which is what he was promoted to lieutenant at in 2000. So our brother was both blue and red during his career. It said that in 1976, the year I was born, he actually met his wife Patty. And from that point forward, it was Patty and Kenny. That's how they were known. It said that they never had anyone else besides each other. And one thing that Kenny was always seen with his wedding ring, he would never take it off. So again, this 110 is given in honor of the sacrifice that was made on and after 9/11, 2001. Right now we're pushing it up to the very top for his wife Patty and children Kimberly, Aaron, Danny, and Kenny. Your husband and father will never be forgotten. It was said that in 1981, he started off with the NYPD, and he was on patrol along with his brother Lenny, who Lenny was on foot patrol. So it said that Kenny would actually go check on Lenny to see how he was doing when he was on foot patrol. So this climb is given in honor and respect of his service as both a police officer and firefighter with the citizens of New York. This is why we climb. To carry their stories, keep their legacies alive. This is a 343 commitment and still counting. 110 floors, memorial stair climb for Lieutenant Kenneth Phelan, Engine 217 out of Brooklyn, Red Stuyvesant, Smokebusters. Right now, this is his climb, taking him all the way to the top. It said that when he was younger, he actually gathered the kids in his neighborhood where he was from in Maspeth, Queens, and kids that nobody would want to coach. And it said he actually he formed a basketball team with these kids. He was a coach for his children's sports, and a great brother, father and husband. It said he would take his kids, Kimberly, Aaron, Danny, and Kenny, on trips to Disney World with his wife Patty. So this climb is dedicated to the FDNY, hopping on the line, to his family, wife Patty and kids, Kimberly, Aaron, Danny, and Kenny, and to our country. That we may never forget the sacrifices made on and after 9/11, 2001. A lifelong resident, from what I was reading, of the Maspeth, Queens area. Our brother wasn't even supposed to be scheduled on tour on 9/11. He went in to help out, I believe it was into 205, and it ended up responding on into 217 to the worst terrorist attack on U.S. soil. Right now, carrying our brother to the 110th floor with honor and respect given for Lieutenant Kenneth Phelan, who I read, because of how he walked, they nicknamed him Shuffles. For our brother and his efforts in the rescue effort, to the end still counting, across the recovery effort. Those that worked the pilot ground zero for days, weeks, and months until the operation was completed. We will never forget. We will always remember. This is now the 264th climb of the original 343 commitment climbs. We've now broken into the 70s with 79 brothers left to take to the very top once this climb is completed. The goal is to complete the initial 343 commitment climbs, 110 floors for each and every brother in 2021, hopefully prior to the 20th anniversary of 9/11. Coming to you live from the gym in Silver Park, New Mexico. This is the 343 commitment, and still counting, 110 floors for Lieutenant Kenneth Phelan. It's 217, Brooklyn's best boy, Stuyvesant, Smokebusters. Pushing them all the way up. It said that when he started on the job in 1989, he started in Manhattan. He was assigned to Agent 16, Brave Warriors. Housed there with Ladder 7 Weekend. I've had the opportunity to go to that house there when I was at New York City to provide honor and respect to those lost from Agent 16, Ladder 7. Right now, we're pushing him up for his time not only as NYPD, but as FDNY. Following his father's footsteps, retired officer with the FDNY, our brother in 1989 was appointed. Made lieutenant, whereas a special request to his father's old house, Agent 217 in the Bedford Stuyvesant area of Brooklyn, there at the Smokebusters. I believe that was in May, from what I read. So May of 2000, he became a lieutenant. Right now, this is in honor and memory of our brother, Lieutenant Kenneth Phelan, Agent 217, the Smokebusters. For his wife, Patty, daughters, Kimberly and Aaron, and sons, Danny and Kenny. Your husband and father will never be forgotten for the time he taught his children's sports at CYO League, to when he was younger and took care of the neighborhood children. And he started the basketball league, taking them in hand. This 110 floors is his. Finishing his footsteps, symbolically going to the top of the tower. This is why we climb, to carry our brothers, keep their names and legacies alive, and let them know we will never forget the sacrifices made on and after 9/11, 2001. We're going there right now with honor and respect. Going to that very top. Just about to peak the halfway point of this 110 floors. For our brother, Lieutenant Kenneth Phelan, lovingly known as Kenny, and his wife, Patty. It was all about Kenny and Patty. It says they met in 1976. The year I was born when they were in their teens. And it was love like none other, according to everything I read. They wanted 2 boys and 2 girls when they had the children. And actually, that's what they had. Kimberly and Aaron, Danny and Kenny. So that want was fulfilled. So right now, to the 110th floor we're going. 2 boys and 2 girls, all the way where they have the children. And pushing them all the way up with honor and respect for the sacrifices that were made on and after 9/11, 2001. We got 3 more verticals till we reach that top. To the 110th floor for the Smokebusters of engine 217. Lieutenant Kenneth Phelan is taking up the top. Pushing him one step at a time. Closer till we reach it. 110 floors is where we're going. Each and every floor is another one closer to completion of this climb. Going there right now with honor and respect for his family, for the FDNY, and for our country. That we will never forget the sacrifices made so that others could live. Those that came on during the rescue effort, to those that came for the recovery effort. The end's still counting. Those that worked the pile at ground zero for days, weeks, and months until their job was completed. Those who received illnesses, cancers, and those who passed because of the work at the pile. They will each take their climb, God willing, as long as I can climb. Once the original 343 commitment has been completed, the end's still counting. We'll start to go up. Right now, this is for our brother, Lieutenant Kenneth Phelan, FDNY, engine 217, the Smokebusters. Taking him up with honor and respect given as the 264th brother, soon to reach that top. 79 brothers are left. We've already started sliding down the 70s with this climb. Pushing him all the way with honor and respect for his wife Patty, daughters Kimberly and Aaron, and sons Danny and Kenny. We will never forget. We will always remember. This is why we climb. Pushing him. For Lieutenant Kenneth Phelan. Go in there with honor and respect for his sacrifice and service as FDNY and previous NYPD in 1981. Started the FDNY, appointed 1989, assigned to Engine 16, the Brave Warriors, housed with Ladder 7. We can do that. Manhattan. And right now, it's totally fogged up again. So, We keep climbing. Pushing them up. Until we reach that 110th floor. This is the 343 commitment. That's still counting. Coming to you live from the gym in Sutherland Park. This is why we climb. To keep the legacies alive. For our brother, Lieutenant Kenneth Phelan, who was promoted to lieutenant around May of 2000. And right now, this is finishing his climb. Pushing him all the way up. This is why we climb. To keep their names and memories alive. So, their family, the FDNY, and our country knows we will never forget. Coming up on one more vertical after this. That'll put us to about the 101st. And then it's all downhill from there to get to that 110. For our brother, former police officer of NYPD and Lieutenant FDNY, age of 217, Brooklyn's Bedford State Investment, Smokebusters. My brother, born in Maspeth, Queens, was 41 years old at the time he responded. 41. Part of the greatest rescue effort in U.S. history, where upwards of 25,000 were saved because of the valor, bravery, and heroism that was shown. This is why we climb, to finish their footsteps. For his wife Patty and children, Kimberly, Aaron, Danny, and Kenny. Your father will never be forgotten. He will always be remembered. This is his 110. For his brother Lenny, who was on the NYPD, your brother will never be forgotten. Coming up on that last vertical, gonna get us to that 101st floor of this climb. Going there now. So reach the top. This is why we climb. The 264th brother to join the top. We're going there now with Lieutenant Kenneth Phelan, FDNY, age of 217, Brooklyn Smokebusters. Dedicated to his family, the FDNY off and on the line, and to our country. Go in there. Last half of the last vertical. Again, we'll get to that 101st floor. We're going there now. With honor and respect for the sacrifice made so that others could live. Those on during the rescue effort and after in the Anso County in the recovery effort. This is why we climb. And we are just about there. 101 floors completed. For Lieutenant Kenneth Phelan, we will never forget the sacrifices made. We'll always remember, never forget. This is why we climb. Pushing them up. All the way to the top. There's wife Patty. And children Kimberly, Aaron, Danny and Kenny. Going vertical. As we speak. This is the 343 commitment, and still counting. 110th floor memorial for Lieutenant Kenneth Phelan, Engine 217. Live from the gym at Southern Park, New Mexico. Almost there. $110. Lieutenant Kenneth Phelan. Rest easy, brother. We'll take it from here.